let's talk about the walls in our busiest spaces. Think hospitals, schools, corporate offices. They're more than just walls, right? They're a huge part of the experience. But keeping them looking sharp day in and day out with all that wear and tear, well, that's a massive challenge. And that's exactly what we're going to dive into today. So it really comes down to this one simple question. Are your walls an asset that works for you, or are they slowly becoming a liability? Because the answer to that question has some pretty major consequences for your budget, your brand, and just how smoothly things run. Here's where the old way clashes with the new. On one hand, you've got the traditional stuff, the peeling vinyl, those ugly seams, the constant maintenance that brings everything to a halt. And on the other, you have a modern, integrated solution that gives you seamless, super durable graphics with real long-term value. This is way more than just an upgrade. It's a totally different way of thinking about our walls. So, what is that solution? We're talking about a real leap forward in technology. It's an approach that's completely adhesive-free, and believe me, it changes the entire game. It's called direct-to-wall printing. It uses this really sophisticated mobile printer that lays down a special ink right onto the wall itself. The biggest innovation here is what's missing. There are no adhesives, no vinyl panels. The result is a perfect, seamless, photo-quality image that looks like it's part of the building's architecture. Now, this isn't just about a fancy printer. It's a really careful, expert-driven process. It all starts with a deep dive into the wall surface itself, assessing it, prepping it perfectly. Then we handle all the digital artwork and color management to make sure it's flawless. The ink goes on with incredible precision, and then we can finish with protective clear coats for that extra toughness. It's a system designed for a perfect, predictable outcome every time. And you know who loves this? Facilities and operations teams. And for some really good reasons. With no adhesives, you can say goodbye to peeling edges. That's a huge one. The seamless finish means there's nowhere for dirt to get trapped, so it's a breeze to clean. It looks like it was built right into the wall, and get this, when you're ready for a change, you just paint right over it. No demolition, no mess, no headache. Okay, the tech is impressive for sure, but how does it actually perform out in the wild? Let's talk about what happens when it's put under pressure, day after day. Because here's the bottom line. True durability isn't just about looking good on day one. It's about how it stands up to constant bumps and scrapes, and, just as important, how it handles the tough cleaning chemicals used in commercial spaces without fading or breaking down. This durability is no accident. It's backed by a very clear, expert-developed cleaning protocol. This isn't just a generic wipe it down suggestion. We give specific guidance for everything from a daily dusting to hitting those tough scuffs and soils. It's a systematic approach that makes sure the graphic lasts and gives facilities teams total peace of mind. And we can even get smarter about it from the very beginning. We can actually design for durability. Things like using darker colors down low where scuffs happen, or adding subtle textures in high-traffic hallways. It's about being strategic from the start to build a wall that's not just beautiful, but engineered to last. All right, so let's scale this whole idea up. A single gorgeous wall is one thing, but how do you get that same quality and consistency across your entire brand, across dozens or even hundreds of locations? That's a huge operational hurdle for any big organization. This quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? If you're a national brand, a big healthcare system, whatever it is, the ultimate goal is perfect execution. The same quality, the exact same colors, every single time, no matter where in the world you are. The answer is to stop treating them like one-off projects and start using a robust system. We're talking about things like centralized digital files, perfectly calibrated printers, and standardized quality checks. It turns a chaotic process into a predictable, repeatable program that delivers amazing quality at scale. And a huge piece of that puzzle is speed. These installations are incredibly fast and controlled. We're often in and out in a single overnight shift. Think about that. You can completely transform a space with zero disruption to your daily business. For a facility manager, that is an absolute game changer. So as you can see, this brings us to a much bigger, more strategic point. We're not just comparing products anymore. We're talking about making a smarter, greener choice that has a really significant long-term payoff. The environmental wins here are pretty clear. By getting rid of PVC and adhesives, we're cutting out a huge source of plastic waste. Printing on site slashes the carbon footprint from shipping, and since you just paint over it, no demolition waste is getting hauled to the landfill. It's just a more sustainable way to do things, from beginning to end. And that approach also pays off financially in the long run. You're going to see fewer calls for repairs, which saves money directly. Your refresh cycles become predictable, which makes budgeting way easier. And when you look at the total cost of ownership over the years, it's significantly lower than the old methods. It's just a more efficient way to manage your physical spaces. So we'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. Are your walls designed just to look good on day one, or are they truly built for the long run? Are they engineered to perform, to last, and to keep delivering value year after year? That's a question that every single person managing a brand or a facility should be asking.